She is a superstar. Now, she's busy picking gooseberries, and we're going to be doing some more of this over the course of the show, but we say you're a superstar, Tanya, because in case anyone wasn't aware, you just featured on a rather large TV show, didn't you?
That's right. It was so exciting. So last Wednesday, the 17th, I had quite a long segment on BBC's Gardener's World, where I met Frances Tophill. She came to the allotment and we talked about growing skincare plants here in the allotment.
And it was such a wonderful segment, I have to say. Both Beth and I watched it, didn't we? And the weather made it look so glorious, but she was so invested in what you were doing. She was genuinely interested, wasn't she?
Well, off camera, Frances and I spoke quite a bit through the day. It was a full, 9 or 10 hours of filming. And she is just as interested as I am in growing plants that have useful purposes. So not just food, not slavishly growing them, as she said in the interview, but also growing plants for skincare that are useful in dyeing fabric and wool, medicinal herbs, winemaking, and also plants for bees and butterflies and other pollinators.
And what's really interesting, Tanya, is that you got a real behind the scenes look into how television production actually works.
Oh yeah.
And actually you had to accelerate some of the growing plants in your garden.
Oh my goodness. So they contacted me, and originally we were going to be filming in mid-July, so not that far off from where we are right now. When everything is definitely going to be blooming, it would have been little effort. Instead, it was early June, and that was a month earlier than some of my plants would have been flowering. So I was really stressed out and had them covered in fleece and was really babying them a lot just to get them into a state where they could be on Gardener's World.
And I think you succeeded, because it did look absolutely glorious. And what sort of response have you had since it's been on?
It has been overwhelming. I have had literally hundreds of orders and people emailing me and contacting me and ringing me, telling me how inspired they are. And I knew that people would maybe find me afterwards, and so I put together a guide on growing and using calendula in skincare, and that has been really, really popular. But it's just been incredible. It's been a whirlwind of a week.
Well, we're very glad that you would have us lowly people back with you now. You're such a superstar. And you've got some gooseberries in your hand.
I do. You know, with all of this hectic, things going on and being focused on another side of business, I haven't picked all of my gooseberries. So I'm putting you girls to work today to help me finish picking the gooseberries, because I need to make some jam.
Oh, fantastic. We do like making jam. I should say as well, just one little reference to the programme, I love the fact you were telling us just a moment ago before we came on air, you've even had another YouTuber make a spoof out of something that happened on the TV show, haven't you?
Oh, that was hilarious. I just saw that yesterday. A friend sent it to me, and there is a scene in the segment where we discuss using honey for skincare, and that you can use it as a facial mask. And it was quite funny because Monty Don, his response to the segment was, quite funny, and it was about that. But this guy, he took it to another level, and he started off his video with a bottle of honey on his face, speaking to his little daughter, saying, that woman, Tanya from Gardener's World, said. It was hilarious. I'll have to share the link over on my Facebook.
Fame at last. And speaking of sharing links, we did put the interview that you yourself did with Frances Tophill after the filming. We've put that on our YouTube channel and various social, Twitter and everything as well. So you can actually go back and listen to that now, which is a lovely conversation the two of them had.
If you have any gardening queries that you'd like to put to Tanya this afternoon, 166 177, or you can email studio@manxradio.com. But we like to celebrate birthdays on this show, particularly, Christy, if we can link them in with a gardening theme.
Yes, and this one we can, because Fran Healy from Travis, it is his birthday today. Happy birthday, Fran. We will, of course, put you on our celebration list. 46 today. He could win himself a £25 voucher from ShopRite if he so needed it. So we thought, music themed, we'd play this one for you, Flowers in the Window.